This is October 7th, Wednesday, and we are in the Daily Word. The first thing you think of October 7th, Our Lady of the Rosary, and the first glorious mystery, Jesus' resurrection. Of course, this is a date I kind of get embedded in my mind as a Catholic. And anyone that prays the Rosary knows, some of Mary's special feasts like this one. It used to be October 7th was a baseball week in my mind. It was World Series time. But now they keep pushing the games back further and further. And I don't know, this year maybe they're playing from Thanksgiving to Christmas. I don't know. But it used to be nice when the season ended here. It usually is a time, too, when the leaves start to change color, but hasn't quite happened much in my trees. And on this October, the sky is rather pleasant over the church, over my garage. The Rosary is a wonderful devotion. Another one is the Stations of the Cross that we have here on the property. I saw someone out here praying today, the stations. There it is, my memories of 2019, when October led the Nationals to the World Series Championship. Look at Juan Soto there, and he's belting that baseball right into the screen here. Well, let's get to the prayer to start the day. For Our Lady of the Rosary. Pour forth, we beseech you, O Lord, your grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ your Son was made known by the message of an angel, may, through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, by his passion and cross, be brought to the glory of the resurrection, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. If you pray the Rosary, you probably use that prayer, or could use that prayer in your devotion. Now let's go to the special Marian reading for the day from Judith, an Old Testament prefiguring of Mary. A reading from the book of Judith. You are the glory of Jerusalem, the surpassing joy of Israel. You are the splendid boast of your people. With your own hand you have done all of this. And you have done good to Israel. And God is pleased with what you have wrought. May you be blessed by the Lord Almighty forever and ever. The word of the Lord. This is one of many Old Testament verses that could be seen in a Christian understanding of Mary. Like Proverbs 31:31, the woman that is to be praised, the virtuous woman, where it says at the end, give her a reward for her labors and let her works praise her at the city gates. In the Old Testament, when a woman stepped up to do something great, like Queen Esther, like Susanna, like some of the good judges, and Judith here, then they can praise her at the city gates. They can say, what a joy you are to your people. And God, you're so pleased with the faith of your servant. And we think he was none the more pleased than when Mary served him. And she is the boast, really, of all boasts. And give her reward for her labors, praise her at the gates of heaven. Now, give her that kind of praise, and that's what Jesus does. He assumes his Blessed Mother up into the glory, and that is one of the mysteries of the Rosary. It's one of the glorious mysteries, and I was just talking about the Rosary today to someone in RCIA about praying, and they like to pray in their own words and talk, and I said, that's great, except when you don't have the words, and when you don't have the feelings to pray, or it's always good to go then to something that is memorized, something that is familiar. And I said the Rosary, and the Rosary can be prayed just about anywhere. And so right out here in my backyard, I could just start a Rosary right here. I can make this a place of prayer, you know. And I seem to have a guest way back there. A couple of deer are walking around. And you can look at the deer walking by and pray a Rosary. It just makes it a place that is holy. And I said, no matter where you are, it can be a blessed place. So, and sometimes our prayer is not even words, not even thoughts. I was exercising along a famous river in America this past week. I went up to visit some relatives, and then I had free time for some exercise, and I did some prayer, just looking at the river and just kind of pondering life itself, the big picture. And so I'll finish with that. I'll finish the picture I took of where I was, what I was looking at when I said a prayer. But the always go-to prayer when you're trying to do something is the Rosary. You can just about do it anywhere. Once you have memorized the mysteries and you know the basic prayers of the Rosary, then you're good to go. You can make any place a place of prayer. And today, the Feast of Our Lady of Rosary, we're reminded of that. Okay, enjoy the film I show on the way out. Thank you. Happy feast. Just like some ordinary bricks you can find anywhere. Sometimes it's right in front of an amazing sight. So it's the skyline of New York, and across that's Hoboken and Jersey City, and far in the background is the Verrazano's Bridge. This is the Hudson River.